YouTube, Facebook, it is Saturday. Friday got rained out. Weather's been kind of spotty down here, and today is not looking much different, but the radar shows it's going to be clear. So we'll see what happens. But we're all loaded up, ready to go. Backed in to the shop. We got everything. I'll just flip you around here. We got her all loaded up. And hopefully we'll get ourselves the goal tonight is 120 something 60 foot. I know that's been the goal before, but this is a real goal this time because I got 132 the last time. Turned up the launch quite a bit. Hopefully these tires will hold it. They are old, but they've been working. Hate to make excuses, but I'm trying to just run out instead of spending a bunch of money. But anyway, we're all loaded up, ready to go. It's nice, this thing. I built this pretty long, so I can just back it in, and I still can have a car under here if I wanted to. But anyway, my daughter Krista is going to go with us tonight, and hopefully she'll do some filming, and I'm probably going to pour a little puddle to try to make sure that I got some decent prep, because this track, you know, on these nights, chances are the prep is not going to be that great. But we're going to see what she'll do, because I went ahead and mixed in some C12 with the fuel. With the 85, so we should be rich enough to run it past the 330. They were going to have a race tonight. I was entered in it, but I'm kind of glad it's not happening because not really ready. I haven't even ran one full 8th mile pass yet, but we're fixing to find out tonight if we can do it. Should have enough fuel. I can turn the boost down just slightly with a little thing I've got on the big turbo, just a little controller. Right now I got it running exactly the same as it was. I didn't want to change too many things. So the only difference is from this time to the last time is that I turned it up to 5,800 RPM leave. So it's making a little over 30 pounds of boost. And I went ahead and tightened the shocks down 2 turns from the last wheelie. They were 2 from full loose on the last one. They're 4 from full loose on this one now. So it should give it a little bit of travel, but hopefully not too much. And we might end up having to tighten it up. We'll see what it does. Hopefully it doesn't want to wheelie, but we're going to find out here shortly. I'm going to go grab a shower, get cleaned up, and head out to the track and have some fun, hopefully, if the weather cooperates. All right, we're gonna see if we can go a little straighter. I found the suspension is a little off, so I'm gonna have to address that. This might be the last hit for the night. I figured I'll do a little update while I'm out here, kind of show you guys what I'm up against. I found my problem. The car wants to drive left, especially in a wheel stand, and I figured it out. So if you look here, you got basically, it's gonna be hard to probably tell with this lighting, but pretty much I can put 2 full fingers right there on this one. I got a space for 2 fingers, definitely 2 fingers right there. And you come over to this side, and I always thought this because I was looking at it at one point and I thought, man, it looks like it's got a little bit of a thing, so I cannot fit 2 fingers, barely 1 and like a quarter. Oh, you can't see, you need a light. Anyway, you'll get my drift. There's I can barely fit 1 finger in there, like 1 1/4, so it's about 1/4 inch off on the so what I found out is that the bushings on the rear end are stretched, so I got to replace the lower control arms, put some adjustables on there, spherical rod bushings, and change the uppers to solid mounts. But throw some videos up and you can see it went hard left on the first pass. Second pass I adjusted and kind of lined up to go a little bit, pointed a little right, and then also I let 1 pound of air out of the left tire, so just trying to accommodate it. I have not hit my 60 foot I would like to hit yet. Got a 136 out of it, so I still got a ways to go. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to need to do to get there, but we're going to make probably 1 more. I lost my alternator belt, so I'm going to charge the battery up real good and go, and this battery holds a pretty good charge, so it should be good. But otherwise everything's good. You can see, maybe Krista, maybe you can show this light, carry this light around there, and I can show it on the video. Got Krista out here helping me tonight, so just come over on this side and I'll show you. So if you look here, see the distance here is pretty much, you can put 2 fingers there and definitely up there. Come over here, you can see, shine it down. Like you need to turn it this way, the whole thing. Turn the whole thing. Wow. There you go. And then so you can see I cannot fit, so I only can fit like 1 1/4 there, and definitely not even there. So we're about 1/4 to 3/8 inch off further back on that side, and I looked underneath, and I'll show you when I get home. The bushings are pulled back, and it's probably just something that naturally happens with age. So I'm gonna have to spend some money that I wasn't planning on spending, so at least at this point. But I'm gonna make 1 more hit, and then we're probably gonna head home after that. Are you having fun tonight? All right, good. All right, we'll take a little break. We're back at the house now, and I'll play a couple more videos after this, but I want to kind of show you guys what's going on with this thing that I found. Like I said in that one part of the video, there was a differential on the passenger side spacing of the rear end compared to the wheel well, in comparison to the driver's side. And so we're under the car here, and if you look closely, for one, you can see these bushings right here are starting to, they're getting some movement. I used a pry bar earlier and I can move them. These are aftermarket control arms, but this one here in particular, you can really see the actual movement of everything. If you look, you can see that it's pushed away the grime, so it's driving that pretty far forward, so everything is, and then it goes backwards as well, as you can see. So everything is moving. That bushing must be just worn out, because the hole, I'll find out when I pull it apart, but I tried to pry on the bolt and it would not go anywhere. So you can see that that one in particular is probably the culprit right there, is more than likely the real problem. Boy, got some loud animals out here tonight. Then, so the uppers, what I saw at the track that made me concerned was, I saw this particular one was stretched way back, and you can see that it's, you know, it's got a lot of cracking going on right now, and it was pulled way back. is what I noticed at the track. That was the first thing I noticed, because this tire here was about a 1/4 inch to 3/8 inch back further than this side. This side is not moving at all. I don't know if you can see, but that side is not moving at all. You can see some movement a little bit. You can see where it's real red there. These are old, so I think, you know, that's probably the problem. And then we did break off I obviously didn't get a good enough weld on this. Didn't penetrate the housing enough, so I'm gonna just go ahead and get the TIG welder out, grind that stuff off and TIG weld it. This one seemed to get pretty good, but I'm just gonna run it over with the TIG welder as well. But that's where we're at right now. I'll put this in here so it'll break this video up, and you can see it was a wild ride, and on a couple of them, especially when this broke. It just allowed the basic, you know, G-body shuffle on a GM car, and then on a Fox body, it's where they used to put a football in these springs. Now, as you can see, this thing still has, these are some aftermarket springs. I forget the brand. I'll have to look. It's on here. I have to look them up, but I think Team Z or somebody makes them. But it sets this thing pretty well, sets it pretty good for ride height. So I went ahead and ordered double adjustable lowers, spherical uppers for this, and then adjustable uppers as well. It doesn't seem to be moving too much on these. I think that those bushings are probably okay, but I'm just going to replace it. And that way, so hopefully the next time I go out, the rear suspension will be a little better. Now, as you can see, this thing's pretty aggressive on the bottom bars down, and have to measure it, but it appears at least 2.5 inches down from the factory location. So when I did the measurement, it was like 140% anti-squat is where it came in at. And I did tighten up. I did put on the double adjustables a few times ago, and they are helping to control the separation. I've been running them kind of loose with these stiff wall slicks, and they seem to work okay. But that's the problem. So we'll get back to the videos now. Fuck. Wild ride.
That one was a little scary.
Yeah, a little weird. I don't know what the heck happened, but it definitely was like, probably because I tightened the shocks all the way down in the front and it bit weird. Something happened because it drove me real hard right.
Yeah.
Like, or something broke on the suspension maybe, I don't know. But who knows, but not good. All right, y'all, thank you for watching, and we'll see next time we go to the track. Maybe we can actually attain that elusive 120 some 60 foot where it's definitely been tough. 132, my best last night was a 135 and then a 136, but they were all over the place. It was It was pretty intense. Not sure what I'm gonna have to do it, but I will keep y'all posted as we go. And appreciate y'all watching, and please like, share, and subscribe.